Hotel Glenfield by Stacey Wetherwax. Hotel Glenfield, as it has come to be called, is in the heart of the city of Las Vegas. You can check out anytime you want, but you can never leave, so they say. The hotel was a grand one with a full-blown casino and restaurant. The illustrious manager of the establishment is Lisa D. Brown, a sleepy-looking lady in her mid-20s with a razor-sharp business sense. Everything was status quo and business was fine and booming until the ghost arrived. It first appeared in the casino. The patrons did not notice it at first, but when they did, a mass panic occurred, and everyone headed towards the exit in a stampede. The ghost just hovered there. D. Brown recognized it at once as Beverly Wetherwax, the deceased mother of Stacey Wetherwax, a regular patron and winner at the casino. "What do you want, Beverly?" Lisa asked. "I want to see my daughter, Stacey, who comes here frequently," answered the ghost of Beverly Wetherwax in a wavering, ghost-like voice. "She's in Sanborn, New York. She's nowhere around here," Lisa pleaded. "Well, get her here," Beverly Wetherwax demanded. "I have been sent by the angels regarding Alex Glenfield's imminent death. He is wrongly going to die. We have to work together to prevent it," the ghost said with great passion. "Oh, my heavens," said Dee. Dee flew into action right away without delay, and she immediately phoned Alex's mother in St. Catharines, Ontario. "Margaret Blash, I have someone here who needs to speak to you, although they're not quite living." Lisa handed the phone to Beverly, but it fell right through her hand. So she picked it up and held it to Beverly's mouth. "I have grave news for you, Ms. Blash. Your beloved son Alex is about to die. He's going to be involved in a major car accident," warned Beverly. "He will be driving in Las Vegas to the casino to collect his daily cut of the earnings, and a cigarette will fall out of his mouth and land on his crotch. And in all the confusion, he'll crash into the casino," Beverly recounted. "The car will then flip over and burst into flames, and he'll be burned alive. Alive! It's terrible. We don't know who screamed louder, Alex, the casino gamblers at that moment," Beverly said, half crying herself. Margaret was taken aghast. "Oh my God, I hope he cried for me. How can we stop this?" she asked. "How can we stop this?" "We must send my daughter into the fray," said Beverly. "She must approach the entrance at the right moment. When Alex looks up from his crotch, he will see her and swerve out of the way. He will hit a fire hydrant and water will go everywhere, but he will be spared." Dee hung up on Margaret and quickly called Stacey and told her of the situation. Stacey knew she had to be there to save Alex and immediately booked a flight to Las Vegas. She could hardly contain her fear and dread when she arrived, so she went gambling to ease her stress. She played the slots for 5 hours, and then, in the last 5 minutes of those 5 hours, she won the jackpot. Not only did she win all her quarters back, but she also won $8,000 in cold, hard cash. It was time to celebrate. Stacey had the biggest deep-fried shrimp dinner of all time. It was enormous. It took 2 hours to finish it all, and she almost forgot why she was there in the first place, which was to save Alex. It was hard to sleep that night. What if Beverly was wrong, and Stacey was involved in the accident too? What if she was a hero and on the news? The real reason she was tired was none of the above, but rather overtiredness from taking the red-eye the night before. She was so worn out from gambling and winning, combined with the red-eye, that Stacey couldn't sleep. She finally did get to sleep at 4 a.m. and slept until 12 noon. She was shocked at the time because Alex's date with Destiny was scheduled for 1 p.m. She flew out of bed and got ready. Stacey arrived at the casino at 12:45. It wouldn't be long until the Hyundai Accent came barreling toward death. She readied herself and prepared to dart out in front of his approaching vehicle. But Stacey got distracted by one of those $5 progressive slot machines. The jackpot was nearly $70,000. She felt that because of her lucky intervention in the death of Alex, maybe she was lucky. One coin would set off the whole jackpot. If I'm here to save a life, maybe I'll be rewarded by the slot machine, thought Stacey. She could not be persuaded to leave her post, however. So there she sat in her power chair, waiting. She saw his car coming around the corner. The cigarette dangled from his mouth, the sun in his eyes. A bird flew by. Gamblers laughed and talked in the casino. A child was licking ice cream off the sidewalk. She saw the cigarette drop from his mouth. She made her move. She drove into the path of the oncoming car. Stacey waited for the last minute. Swerve was prophesied by her mother's ghost, but it never came. Alex slammed on the brakes, which prevented the fiery crash, but hit Stacey in the process. Stacey immediately flew out of her chair and into the air from the sudden impact. She landed on the hood of the car, staring into the face of a shocked Alex. "Are you okay?" he said to Stacey. "What do you think? You nearly killed me. So go home and call your mom, jerk. I just saved your life," said Stacey. Ambulance sirens could be heard in the distance, approaching. Within seconds, the paramedics were there. "Looks like we have a 2-for-1 deal here," said the first paramedic. The second paramedic was unloading 2 gurneys, one for Stacey and one for Alex. Alex immediately refused to be taken to the hospital. Stacey was more compliant and let the paramedics load her onto the gurney. They strapped her down for the ride, and Alex looked on with his lower lip sticking way out. While Stacey was lying there, she grabbed her cell phone and called Margaret Black. Stacey said, "Your son has been very bad. He crashed into me, and I'm going to the hospital. But he won't. Can you talk to him and convince him to get checked out?" asked Stacey. A few moments later, Stacey was handing the phone to Alex. He calmly took the phone, looked at it, and then with one violent movement of his arm, he threw it on the ground and smashed it into pieces. He stamped on the phone with his foot for good measure. Stacey exploded into a rage. No! That was my phone! Call your mother!" "I will not," Alex calmly said. "But I will go to the ER with you," he explained. Alex was not thinking clearly, and obviously his thinking and head in general were messed up from the accident. He refused to call his own mother to tell her that he was spared in the accident. So together they rode to the ER in silence. And the whole time Stacey was planning to call Alex's mother once she arrived at the ER and had access to the patient courtesy phone. Alex had no idea what he was in for. When they arrived, an ER doctor looked him over and also saw that Stacey had his mother on the phone. The doctor took the phone from Stacey and asked Alex's mother if it was okay to give Alex a tetanus shot because of the small, unnoticeable cut on his scalp. Alex overheard this. The blood drained from his face. He turned as white as a sheet. He yelled to Stacey, "Tell my mom to tell the doctor not to do it. I am fine." Stacey explained to his mother that she needed to get to Vegas immediately because Alex is being bad and will not listen. He needed his mother to tell him what to do. So Margaret got on the next red-eye flight from Toronto's Pearson International Airport and was in Vegas 9 hours later. She rushed straight to the ER to see Stacey and her naughty son. Alex saw his mother from the distance and yelled out, "No! No! Go home now, Mom!" Mom! Margaret's brow furrowed. Her eyes squinted into little slits. "Now listen here, Sonny. I didn't fly 9 hours for you to tell me to go home. Put on your big boy pants, let the doctor give you a shot," she commanded him with her motherly might. "Yay, Alex's mom, you tell him. You tell him," Stacey cheered from her hospital bed. Alex bowed his head and thought a moment. Then suddenly the needle that held the serum started to rise off the table. Everyone stared at it in amazement. Beverly's ghost began to materialize then. She was holding the syringe and approaching Alex. Alex let out a shriek and said, "No, Mom, stop her! Help!" Margaret just stood there, shaking her head in embarrassment at her son's juvenile fear. "Be a big boy now. Remember the big boy pants," she said. The doctor saw what was happening and rushed in to strap down the frightened man on the table. He held him steady as the ghost of Beverly inserted the needle, pressed the plunger, withdrew the syringe in one fluid movement. Her spirit started to dematerialize. The syringe dropped to the floor. Alex screamed like a girl on a roller coaster, and the doctor unstrapped him, and within seconds Alex was asleep, snoring soundly. The whole ordeal tired him out. Margaret was glad she came to help her son see Stacey, as was Stacey glad to see her. Alex started to wake up several hours later. By now it was 9 a.m. and he wanted to eat. The kitchen staff brought him a yucca breakfast. He cried out, "No, this is yucca ita." But as soon as the lady set it down, he devoured it quickly. And Stacey looked on with amazement as he plowed through that yucca ita breakfast. And now suddenly, without warning, his stomach began to churn. "Mom, it's coming up. It's coming up, Mom." He made a gurgling sound. And it came right up into his bedroom, luckily, and everyone in the area could smell the steam. Things were not going so well. Stacey healed quickly from the superficial injuries, but Alex had a head wound and a second-degree burn on his crotch. A cigarette? The doctors reluctantly released Alex into the care of his mother. Stacey was well enough to return to the damaged casino for some gambling. She got there and started spending money on the slots. First the penny machine, then the nickel, and soon it was the $5 machine. Would she be the lucky winner? Only time would tell. Her stomach rumbled, which was the only thing that could get in her way from those machines. She wanted steak and shrimp, and that was that. So she headed down the strip to the Vegas lights, and it was time to go to the Selling Steakhouse, where they had fresh cuts of beef and live shrimp in the tanks. She drove in and was greeted by the owner, Jody Selling. "Hi, Stacey. You came on a great day. We just converted to an all-vegetarian menu." "Yucca! Where's the meat?" Jody frowned. "We got rid of all the meat and we got rid of all the purple in here." Stacey lost her appetite and stormed out of the establishment. She went back to her hotel, disappointed and soon to be hungry again. The only thing that would calm the hunger was room service. She ordered Chinese food from the hotel kitchen, and it came up immediately, and it was hot, and it was delicious. She couldn't help but think of the young man she saved. He was alive. Yet, he still had a head wound and a serious burn. Would he be all right? Would he get worse? Meanwhile, Alex sat in his house at the kitchen table with his mother sitting across from him. She asked him if he was okay. "Oh, my head's a little foggy after the crazy events," groaned Alex in a sleepy voice. He wanted to sleep, so he went to bed, and he immediately entered a deep slumber the minute he hit the mattress. He began to dream, and Jody appeared to him in dream. "You need to stop singing and making songs at once. All art must be made of paint," she told him. "You must go back home to Western New York. You're needed there. Stacey misses you terribly, and it is her that needs to sing. You are allowed to sing, but only with her and no one else." "But she's in Vegas right now," explained Alex. "Well, go to her and record a song at Brocca de Mama Studios right there in Vegas." "But what do we call the song, Jody?" asked Alex. "You shall call it Brocca Jody, and it'll be exclusively about my time spent at Brocca de Harbor." "Why would we want to sing about that, Jody?" "Because I said so, and all your dreams are messages from your subconscious, and this means you really want to do this," explained an eyeglass-wearing, very philosophical Jody Selling. All right, Jody, I shall record your yucca song. I shall only do it for Stacey's sake. I shall begin writing it with her at once tomorrow. The song was written and recorded, and Stacey and Alex had worked so hard on it. As a final effort, they sent it to the radio station Hot Vegas 101.3. The station played it as a joke once. What happened after that, no one could have predicted. The song received over 1,000 requests to be played again. It was a smash hit, and soon other stations caught on as far away as Phoenix. And then it spread to California, and eventually nationwide. It charted on Billboard's Hot 100 at number 35 and climbed for 3 straight weeks until it reached number 5 and stayed there for 1 month before declining. Jody was floored. She wondered why Stacey would even write a song like that. Her restaurant had seen the biggest boom in business since it opened, and in honor of Stacey, she put beef back on the menu. Stacey flew back home to Sanborn. Her stardom had reached the state of New York, and she received a hero's welcome home. Alex got a recording contract with Sony Records and became a top vocalist on the American and Canadian charts. He even rivaled Robin Thicke. Alex's mother, Margaret, went back to Canada and went about her normal daily activities. Beverly, the ghost of Stacey's mother, vanished and was never heard from again. Lisa sold her story to the New York Times, and it is in current production to be a Lifetime Network movie. All in all, the head wound of Alex healed along with his burnt crotch, and all people involved were so fortunate as a result of that fateful day when Alex dropped his cigarette and crashed into Stacey Wetherwax. You could not have asked for a better day than that one.
Rock-a-Jody, rock-a-Jody, stick out a bottom lip at you. Rock-a-Jody, rock-a-Jody, your restaurant serves only yucca food. Rock-a-Jody, rock-a-Jody, we don't get to see you anymore. Rock-a-Jody, rock-a-Jody, we're gonna bark purple all over your floor. Rock-a-Jody, rock-a-Jody, stick out our bottom lip at you. Rock-a-Jody, rock-a-Jody, your restaurant serves only yucca food. Rock-a-Jody, rock-a-Jody, we don't get to see you anymore. Rock-a-Jody, rock-a-Jody, we're gonna bark purple all over your floor.